I'm Cavin Elizabeth, a wedding photographer based in San Diego, and I am going to be talking to all of you hair and makeup artists out there today. So this is a video more geared towards vendors, but will still be really helpful for brides who care about beautiful photos of their makeup on the wedding day. So the first thing I will say is that make sure that you yourself look as you want to appear in any behind the scenes photos. I've had a lot of makeup artists be like, oh, don't get my face, I don't look great today. But if you're wanting to get some behind the scenes photos of you, make sure that you look presentable and professional, which I hope you do already because you should look professional on a wedding day. Even if you have an early start, you should look great. I dress really nicely on wedding days. I want to dress for impressing people and I want to dress for professionality. Now, if you don't want your face at all, that's totally fine. But if you're wanting behind the scenes photos, then you should start dressing for them. Make sure that you look nice and presentable. You don't have to look crazy good, but just something that you feel comfortable posting and sharing with the world. This next one could not be more important, not only for you to get better photos of your work, but for the bride to have better photos. Do not put the bride and bridesmaids in a dark area or in a gross tight bathroom. Put them near window light. I don't know why this is not blatantly obvious to every hair and makeup artist out in the world. I've had so many weddings where I have gone and there have been beautiful windows and the hair and makeup artist is 2,000 feet away from them. And they're so dark, the quality of light is not nice. And I will almost always ask them if they can move. Most of the time they're quite snippy with me and they don't want to move for those photos. But it's not me I'm doing this for, it's the bride. The bride hired me to shoot beautiful photos of her, and to put her in natural light for her getting ready photos is the best possible thing for her photos. So if you have a photographer asking, know that not only does this help your client, this also helps you. There will be much better photos if you are in window light. I could not drive this home far enough. Please put them in good light and they will look so much better and you will be happier with the photos you get as a result. Now understand that since the bride paid for photographers, she probably wants getting ready shots. So please do not be frustrated if the photographer steps in for a second to grab this. In fact, what you can do, which is really nice, is you can say to the photographer, hey, I'm about to do like her lashes or her hairspray. Do you want to grab a photo of this? That's really great because I know I can step in. It's going to be a good moment for me to get and they're ready for me. I can set everything up how it needs to be done and then they can do what they're doing as I'm photographing it. So this is just something that you could do if you know you have a really great shot in mind. Now for me personally, I will not start photographing the bride until she has her foundation on and at least a little bit of her eyes on. I don't want to be shot with no makeup on, so I will not do that to my bride. So it's going to be later in the process that I'm coming around and I'm wanting these key moments for my couple. So definitely let them step in. They're not going to go crazy with it. And if they do, you can say, hey, I'm sorry, I got to hurry this up. Can you come back at the end? That's totally fine, but just be nice and pleasant because we're all there on the same team for the couple. This next one is so shocking to me that I see so often, and that is sloppy work. I have seen hair that has 1,000 exposed bobby pins in it. I have seen makeup that is unblended on the jawline. That is absolutely unacceptable. If a bride is paying for a professional service, the work should look professional. You should not have unblended makeup or bad lashes falling off or a bunch of bobby pins showing, even one bobby pin showing. Those are meant to be hidden. Let me tell you that. Those are not meant to be shown because they are very distracting, and unless they are somehow part of the design of the hair, they should be hidden. Please learn how to hide your bobby pins if this is something you are struggling with. It shows, and I can't be photoshopping that out. I have had brides ask me to Photoshop out their bobby pins. I have to charge extra for that because it takes hours of work to do for the amount of photos they want it done in. So please make sure if you are wanting beautiful photos of your work, that the work you are doing yourself is beautiful and it is worthy of your brand and your portfolio. Now, one of the things you can do if you are not getting the right kinds of photos back that you want for your portfolio is to ask the photographer if they don't mind snapping a couple of your angles that you want. So if you want a beautiful shot from slightly above of the bride looking down so you can see her eye makeup, just ask if they can do that. You might even be able to get them to do that in the getting ready room, but if you want it done with more of the full look in the dress, just please request that from them and they might hopefully do it. I know I would. That would be a key shot for me to get. It's usually something I try to get anyway, but I always will ask hair and makeup artists if I have time, is there anything that you haven't really gotten that you really want? And I will do my best to make sure we get it. So it's okay to ask. Don't demand, but be polite. Just like I would ask if it's okay if I step in for a certain sort of thing. It makes me happy when people ask me nicely if I can get a shot, and I'm usually more than happy to do it as long as I have the time. Now, this is something that I have been recommending to all of the vendor types of which I've done videos so far. So if you do not have the photos that you like in your portfolio, you are not getting consistent images, and let me tell you, a consistent portfolio looks beautiful. So if you have mixes of dark and muddy, light and bright, really kind of desaturated photos all in your portfolio, that doesn't really look consistent. And so if you want something consistent, you should only post photos from a photography style that you love and want to share. If you don't care about consistency, that's totally fine. But a benefit to it is that it looks more cohesive and you can sort of be more choosy with what you are showing to the world. Now, I will say it is very valuable to hire a photographer for a brand shoot or participate in a number of editorial photo shoots throughout the year. That way you can do work that you want brides to be requesting from you, and it looks very cohesive. So you could do a photo shoot with 3 or 4 different models, do different looks on all of them. It's all shot by the same person in the same sort of setting. It looks very consistent, and now you have a beautiful portfolio of cohesive images that you can use to show off your work. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. Definitely please know that the best photos are going to be in the best light and have the best work done. So do a great quality of work that you are proud of, and that will absolutely help make your photos better for your portfolio, and try working with photographers who shoot in the style that you love. If you guys did enjoy this video and find it helpful, please be sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye!